Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well today. I'm Taffany and I want to welcome you into my garden. This is Tika's Gardens, and these beautiful, deep, rich snapdragons are what we are planting today. We are in my front gardens getting them ready for the fall, so follow along with me as I plant today. Alright guys, I am here in the front garden and I'm going to be planting some snapdragons. I only have a few, just enough for one side of one tree because I want to see what it's going to look like before I commit to getting more. So let me show you what I have and where I'm going to plant them. I went in with a burgundy kind of color snapdragon because I'm thinking not just fall but for the winter Christmas holiday season, so I don't want to have to buy plants again. So I'm gonna see how this looks, and if I think it's going in the direction that I want, then I'm going to get some more and we'll do the rest of the circle bed with snapdragons in spots. So let me show you what they look like, show you where I want to put them, and then we'll get those in the ground, and I'm hoping that it's gonna look good. So let's head over here to this tree that is near our driveway. So this is the color of the snapdragons that I have, and I'm going to put them here in the front. I'm gonna take these coleus that just don't look so hot out. They look skimpy and scraggly, like a little Charlie Brown Christmas tree style coleus. So I'm gonna take those out and put the snapdragons in, and my thought is that I might replace the begonias here with dianthus or violas once they are available in stores. Right now there aren't any stores carrying them. Still hot here, but yeah, let's see what the snapdragons look like and we'll go from there. So let me get those put in the ground now, guys. All right, I think it looks good. So let me get around to the front here and let me show you what it looks like. All right, look at that, guys. That looks so good. Perfect color. And of course, they'll get taller and fill out more. And then imagine that whole front from one of the lantana to the other lined with white dianthus along the front there. That will be so pretty. It'll look good for fall and into the holiday season. And imagine that color. Over here, I moved the little man back just a little bit and put some dianthus around him, and again snapdragons in that burgundy around him, and then do white from lantana to lantana on this side. Yes, I think that is the direction I'm going to go. I think it looks so good over there. And then for Christmas, the orange flowers being changed out for burgundy reds will all blend in together, but those burgundies and things like that also work for the fall as well. Now let me swing around this side of the bed. I don't want it to match exactly on the street here or that front opening. I want the side facing the house to be a little different, so there's a little different kind of interest on each side. And the street can see our little fall gnomes and pumpkins, but we don't see it from the house. Everything's facing the street, so I'm thinking I might get some to put here, so when we look out we have a little view of fall from the house as well, with something cute and whimsical. So I'll figure out what colors I want to do on that side, but I think even if I went with the burgundies and whites, it'll be consistent all around. But it'd be nice to kind of be a situation where the bed kind of looks and feels like a separate bed on each side. But I'm loving it. All right, guys, I am in the backyard. I have a couple of things to do back here, and then I'm gonna call it quits because it's the middle of the day. It is very hot, humid. Ooh, the sun is bright. My goodness. And did I mention it's humid? Oh, did I mention it's humid? Oh my goodness. But let me show you. I've got some snapdragons and dianthus and marigolds to plant. And I'll show you kind of what I did as far as edging in the back bedroom garden and what that led to. So let me show you the plants I have first. All right, guys, well, first of all, you see I've moved the chair over from there. It was because I had the sprinklers going and it was hitting the chair, so I wanted to move it over to let the sprinklers go, and then I usually put it back. I just didn't do it yet, but I have a snapdragon here that I'm going to put. And I believe, if you heard that noise behind me, Tika's over here after something. My goodness. Anyway, I'm gonna put the white snapdragon in there, and the one in front almost looks like it has a little hint of pink to it, so we'll see what the others open up as. But I'll put that there, and I'm thinking of doing some little violas around the front, and so that's what I'm going to do for that pot. And let's go back here to the bedroom garden. So here in the bedroom garden, I worked on the edging. I moved the rocks up just a little bit so that I could get to the edging, and in doing so it left me with a couple of rocks. I did the same here, as you can see, and I have to come back with my edger on this. I didn't get it perfect. I actually took too much grass out right there, but I have to get the edger out to get this one just right. But between moving the rocks around, let me get out of the view there, between moving the rocks around here, and I also worked on a corner of the edging in the front garden, it left me with a few extra rocks. And because I had always felt like this little corner here would be perfect for just some little small flowers, to kind of give this walkway a little more shape so it wasn't so wide and odd looking in that one section, I had 4 rocks extra. So I just made a little bed here. All I did was move the wood chips back and just use my little trowel and turned over the soil. I haven't added any soil to that or anything. And this little like triangle shaped rock right there was already there, but it had kind of sunk down into the ground. So I just lifted it up so that it was my gravel here. I'm trying to move it. I lifted it up so that it would be a part of these rocks. But that's what I did there. And there's this little corner where I can put some marigolds. And again, remember, marigolds are a nice natural pesticide. So it's a way to get some color in your vegetable garden as well as some protection. And guys, my well, where can I start? I've got seedlings coming up for my collards, seedlings coming up throughout the kale section here, and my section here of turnips. Look at 4 rows of turnips. I don't see the seedlings for the bell peppers yet, and I can only see like 1 seedling for the spinach back here. So I'm hoping that that will come up. But yeah, I've got seedlings. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, and this is only what is this? I did this on a Saturday and this is Monday. So this isn't enough days to see anything here. But I want to get this planted, add a little color here on this side of the wall. Just a little bitty small pocket bed. I'm calling all of my little beds in this vegetable garden pocket beds. Starting with the first ones here on the ends. All right, so let's get these planted. And there, let me kind of get my shadow and some of that fence shadow out of the picture. But let's get this planted and get out of this heat and humidity. All right, everything's in the ground, so let's have a look. So we have a yellow mum and 2 dianthus that are purple dianthus, but they have like a burgundy kind of tone on the inner part of it, and the outer part has like a pinkish tone, but very pretty. So now this will kind of add some color to the walkway as we're coming in. With that mum and that, not mum, but marigold. I said yellow mum. Sorry guys, it's a marigold. A yellow marigold and 2 purple dianthus. And there's another marigold right there. They will kind of spill over the rocks a little bit, add some color, but the walkway is still wide enough for my cart to go through. Let's come this way. And one last view from within the vegetable garden. There you go. So guys, I am in the courtyard garden because it's the only shady spot right now, and it is very hot and humid. I am going to stop with this little series of plantings for right now, and I will be back out in the morning to do a little bit more work, but I wanted to get this done because I just love to plant, and I'm willing to get out here in this ridiculous heat to do it. But we'll be back tomorrow. All right guys, well, it is the next day. It's in the afternoon and it's humid, but it's not too bad, and I came out to plant the other snapdragons that I purchased, and I added a couple more to the spot that I planted yesterday so that those sections can be filled in really good. So let me show you. So this is the side close to my neighbor's driveway. And this is the side closest to our driveway. And I even dug up the begonias from the other side and I put them here because only 2 were growing. So I filled in the empty spot here and on the other side. But this is what it looks like, guys. So guys, these are the packages that came today. I have 2 more pots for the front porch, so we're gonna see how that looks. I'm excited to see them, and that will be the last pots for the porch. As I mentioned before in my other video, I want all new pots for the front porch, and these little terracotta ones with the ribbed edge on them or scalloped edge were temporary, just so I could get the porch done. But the other pots are here, so we're gonna see what they look like. Probably not in this video, but let me show you what I have done with the circle beds. I've tried to use what I have. You see these grasses here? These were small when I put them in. They were already here when we moved in, but I took them from other areas and put them here. And you can see the holes there. I had 3 clumps. Let's see if I can get in there. You can see the other there. So I had 3 clumps there. So I removed those because I feel like having these here and those over there, that is enough grasses for this section. I can put a shrub there. So I put some here. And the begonias are still here. Obviously the begonias are going to be going, so I can put out some fall color, but I'm going to keep them for right now. But I put them here on this side of the circle bed, and you know what the other side looks like. It has the red snapdragons, and of course the bed on the other side near my neighbor's driveway over here. And I'm trying to keep the camera down so I don't like get a lot of other homes and people in for right now. But this side is a match of what is on the other side facing the street, minus the little gnome and the begonias in the front. This gets more sun on this side, so the begonias that were here were like burnt on the tips and stuff, kind of fried. So again, I'll be putting out some fall plants around that outer edge. But over here where I have the second gnome, I put the other grasses, and these stay green year round, so they'll be perfect here in between the lantana. And the begonias that I dug up from the other side are here because these are doing a little better on this side, just a little more shade. This front is so funny, some parts more sun, some parts a lot less, all within the same bed. But that's where I put the grasses there. So the trees are matches, but the matches are on the opposite side. So if you saw the video where I set this tree up, you will know what I mean. So that is that for this bed for right now in the front. What is left is to fill in the front here and here, and of course the shorter plants that will go along the outer edge where the snapdragons are. And I'm hoping to get violas for that, but they're not out yet because it is still pretty hot and humid here. So I'm gonna get my boxes and see what the pots look like. So let me take them to the backyard. I'll show you what they look like in this video probably, because I'm always impatient and can't wait to look at stuff. As my husband says, when I get something, I just have to open it up right then and there. So let me head around to the back and let's get some scissors and bring those to the back, and we're gonna get them set up. Alright guys, I've done what I'm going to get. I've done what I am going to be able to do up to this point in the front garden. All the snapdragons are out. I've got the little the liriope grasses transplanted, filling in the little empty spaces on the opposite sides of that circle bed. got everything watered in. So I am here in the backyard. My garden buddy Tika is with me, and she's going to do what she does best, and that's hunt down the little geckos. I am going to show you, let's see if I can get my finger right there. I'm gonna show you what's in the boxes, what the pots look like that are going on the front porch. So I've got my scissors and everything, so let's get the first box open so I can show you what it looks like. I've got 2 pots, but I'll just open one so you can see what they look like. So this is it. I got the pots from QVC. They are resin. You take the things on the inside out. These are from Garden Reflections. And they are kind of a modern look, rounded pots, but they could really go with any decor from farmhouse to whatever. Just depends on how you dress up your arrangement. Positives, I do love the ribbing. I like that it is, light. I try to get as many light pots as possible since I do most of the gardening myself. I don't want to kill myself trying to lift heavy stone and all that stuff, pots. So that's good. It has the drainage hole at the bottom. Things that I'm noticing that I wish were a little better done. You see the seam, it's like two parts. I know because it's rounded and it's a resin that it's not like clay where you can just mold it. So I'm sure it had to be formed into 2 different forms and then put together. You can see the seam on the inside there, and that is what we're seeing out here. But I think this is still a really nice looking pot. It is obviously more of a beige color with like grayish and white specks, kind of giving it a weathered older look to it. But I think these are cute, and I think they're gonna go perfect on the front porch with the other pots. So let's take it up there and let's see what it's going to look like. So I'm gonna give this a try up here on the porch and see what it looks like. Well, guys, I do like it. I think it looks very good, and it gives a nice look to the trio. Let me move the little terracotta pot out the way so you can see the trio of new pots. So those are all of the 3 new pots there. That's the trio. Different shades of creams and beiges. And then a real terracotta pot in the front. I really like that. Well, guys, that is going to be it for today. I'm not going to really set up the pots today. I just wanted to show you what it looks like. We'll do this another day this week. But in the meantime, thank you for bearing with me over these past couple of days. I had doctor's appointments in the morning, you know, your annuals that you have to get done. So that left me with running around and things that I was doing in the morning. So I couldn't get to doing anything until the afternoons and the evenings for these last couple of days. But we've got pots, we've got the plantings done up here up to this point. We have to get the rest of the flowers as they start coming out into the stores. But everything is looking good. So I want to thank you for joining me in the garden today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!